All right.
Okay.
And Dawn Fry joins us now. Of course, Putnam County School Board Appreciation Week continues. And Dawn, thank you so much for being with us. And I know we've had you on the podcast before. It's been a while, and but now you've had a time to enjoy the snow
I have. I have.
for about a week
For
now.
about a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we've had enough. We've had enough snow. Now we can just
I'm,
move
I'm
on.
ready. I like one good snow,
Yeah.
and then it can be gone, and spring can come. I'm
Yeah.
ready. Yeah.
Now, how long have you been on the Putnam County School Board?
I've been here since 2012.
Since 2012. So you were in your 12th year on the school board.
Yeah, I know.
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
Yeah. Well, over 12 years, have you seen yourself evolve into a better school board member? Have you learned? I mean, what's that been like?
Oh, for sure, you get better. When you first come on here, you know absolutely nothing, and you just keep learning. I mean, there's still things that, and Kim Cravens and myself were elected at the same time, and I'm sure she would say as well. We learn something new all the time, and I would like to say we've gotten better at what we do, but yeah, especially with building projects and all of that we're getting back into now. You're always learning something or being reminded of something that you had forgotten.
Now, kind of as a senior member of the Putnam County School Board, you've got
Senior member.
and I mean that from a seniority,
I appreciate
not from
that.
an age
I
perspective.
appreciate that.
You have a couple of people that have been elected for the first time, Jill Ramsey, Carrie Ledbetter. As somebody who's been on the school board for a while, how have you been able to help them or kind of show them the ropes?
Well, of course, you just learn by doing.
Yeah.
When it comes up, then you talk about it. But everybody on our board brings a different perspective.
Yeah.
And having, especially Jill Ramsey, has been huge because of her background in education already. She's taught me things. So I would hope I've taught her something, but I don't know because she knows so much already. But just when it comes up, explaining and answering the questions and being available is just how you learn it.
Now, I know it's been 12 years, but what prompted you to run for school board?
So let's see, my kids would have been going into middle school.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, it's a long time ago. And of course I have twins, I have boy-girl twins, and I have a typical daughter and a special needs son. So I kind of had both, I had two perspectives for the school board.
Sure.
And I was very involved in their education in their school. And my husband said, "You should run for school board." And I said, no, I shouldn't. And it literally came out in the paper either that day or the next that my district's seat was going to be up for re-election.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, okay.
Yeah. That's not just a
That's
coincidence.
that's a godcidence.
Yes, it is.
So that was my sign. So I did it.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
And now your kids are obviously out of school now,
Yeah.
and yet you're still on the school board, even though the vested interest of being part of your kids' education is not there anymore. What keeps you on the school board?
So it's just education in our county. I'm invested in our county, and then you do learn so much, and you have so much going on that you just don't want to leave it. You want to see it through.
Yeah.
You want to see that it gets to the vision where it started, and you want to keep new things that we're doing or building project, whatever it may be. You want to see that through.
Yeah.
So that's what's prompted me to run again, because I'm up for re-election again this year. I'm unopposed, so you're stuck with me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
that's great. Now,
It's the only
what
way to
district do you
run.
represent?
I represent School Board District 1, which is County Commission Districts 1 and 6.
All right. And what area of the county is that?
That's going to be around the Capshaw area and then around Cane Creek area.
Now, which area do you live?
I live in the Capshaw area.
Okay.
Yep.
You've been living there for a while.
I have been living there for a long time. My kids were 3 when we moved into that house, so yeah.
So what is your background? If it's not education, what is your background?
So I am an attorney, and then I'm in private practice here in Cookeville, and my husband's also an attorney, so we've been in our community for a very long time.
Yeah.
So we love to see it grow and love to serve it and want to see it do better.
And even though there is a county attorney, Dan Rader, who sits in
Mm-hmm.
at all the school board meetings and is kind of the person they consult, having your background of being an attorney, I mean, I'm sure there's some insight that you can bring into when you have your work sessions and meetings like that.
Well, I think so. We always rely on Dan, of course, to advise us because
Sure.
he's much more of an expert in school law.
Mm-hmm.
But lots of things that, because in anything in life, right? Just because it's fair doesn't mean that's what the law is going to allow, or vice versa.
Sure.
So I think having that perspective, just to remind people, hey, if we did this, it's likely this could happen, even though we don't want that to happen and it's not fair.
Yeah.
So I think I can provide, that insight for the board members when we have questions that come up like that.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So over the past 12 years, you've seen a lot of things accomplished being a member of the school board. The new Parkview School is coming out, the new renovation to Upperman High School, some things like that. Is there anything down the road that in your mind maybe you look forward to coming up in the future?
Oh, gosh.
So you weren't expecting me to
I
ask you
wasn't
that.
expecting that. Yeah, I think, the new school is going to be great. Of course, we've got more projects. I mean, our county's going to grow, and it's
Yeah.
been growing, so we'll always have to be looking at our facilities and what we can do there. With having a child with autism and being more involved in the special needs department, we have so many people that move here to this county for our special education
This is true.
program.
Yeah.
So I want to continue to see that grow as the needs grow, and we're able to serve all of those, students as they need to be served and what they need. So I want to continue with that as well, and just continue with all the great things that we're already doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're not being an attorney and you're not serving on the school board, what are you doing?
Well, I am, if I'm doing things just for fun, I love to travel.
Yeah.
So Sean and I like to go vacation. We usually do just an us vacation, and then we do, the whole
the kids,
family.
yes.
Then we take the kids somewhere.
Right.
We just went to, during fall break, we went to New York.
Oh,
Which is a great trip. I never thought I would like
Yeah.
New York because it's big. I mean,
it's not Tennessee.
It's not Tennessee, and people bump into you and they do not say excuse me because they don't care.
Right.
But I love it. I love New York. But we were there for, 3 days, 4 days, and we walked 11 miles every single day.
Wow.
So I think if we'd been there one more day, we would have all just fallen over
Your feet would have
because we
fallen
just
out.
couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
But we do love, to travel. We like to go to the lake.
Yeah.
So I guess outdoor things. We love to get
I would
out
kill
and
for
do.
some lake weather right now.
I would kill for some lake weather as well. I don't think taking the boat out today would be
It would not be
would
good.
be pleasant at
No,
all. No.
Well, at any point, do you see yourself, since you're running unopposed,
Mm-hmm.
you know it's going to be 4 more years. That's going to put you, in the 16-year category? I mean, you're looking down the road. Is it just going to continue, or are you going to evaluate it on election by election?
I'll evaluate it on election by election.
Okay.
We'll see what happens, and I would never leave it if I didn't have someone that I thought was going to come in
Sure.
and want to do this and have the right heart and passion for it. But as of right now, I'm giving you the next 4 years.
Yeah.
I make no promises past that. We shall see.
At least we
shall
got
see.
4 more.
That's right. That's right.
Don Fry, thank you so much. And just thank you for your service and for what the school board does. And it is School Board Appreciation Week, obviously. But I know there are a lot of teachers, a lot of staff people, a lot of students that appreciate this school board as well as they should.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that very much.
All right. Thank you.